Hello! Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Kat. Welcome to my messy living room. My life's kind of disorganized and a mess, so why would my apartment be any different at all? And now I have blonde hair all over me. So please excuse the mess, and please excuse the ramblingness that's about to happen in this movie, because this video. See, I really need to get a wig stand thing, but at this point, all of my money is going to Dragon Con. Anyway, I didn't take my Adderall today. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So my ADHD might get in the way just a little bit, which is why I'm doing two things at once to hopefully keep my hands busy. So first things first, my Cinderella dress for Dragon Con is pretty much finished. She looks really pretty great. I had a minor panic attack. Well, I wouldn't say minor. I had a panic attack about a week ago when I initially finished the skirt of the dress for two reasons. One, I purposefully did not make the elliptical shape of her dress because Dragon Con is so populated. They're estimating 85,000 people there, and having an elliptical ball gown in a crowd of thousands is, not something I want to deal with. I mean, I do have friends who are coming with me who could run point, but also, I've worn ball gowns to Dragon Con before, and they're a hassle when they're huge. Like, my Princess Leia dress was 6 feet wide, and currently my Cinderella is like 5.5 feet wide, but it is very circular rather than elliptical, and that was a purposeful choice. However, the twirl didn't really twirl the way that I wanted. If you saw it on Instagram, I did share it on Instagram. It's definitely more of a Southern Belle twirl than the fantasy, Cinderella twirl that I wanted, which is fine. I mean, it still twirls. It's still pretty. But for some reason, that just really set me off. I was like, oh my God, all this work that I've done, and now it's not looking the way I want. And that was the start of the panic. And then I put the corset on. I zipped the skirt up, and it only zips about halfway. So the skirt doesn't fit. This skirt that I have spent the last 6 months working on. I've been working on Cinderella since January. It's now August, but I didn't actually start the skirt itself until 6 months ago. And just to give you an image, I was in my black corset, tight-laced, as tight as it would go, and it still would not zip. So I'm tight-laced into this corset, and I just sit in my floor of my sewing room, and there's mounds of fabric around me because the skirt is huge, and I just plop down and started hyperventilating and crying. And I don't know if you've ever had a panic attack in a corset, but this makes my second one. And they're not pleasant. No panic attack is pleasant, but in the corset it's particularly hard. So yeah, that was that. But so I kind of just let the panic attack wash over me, and now it's about a week and a half, 2 weeks later, and I'm going to spend tomorrow taking the zipper, remeasuring a little bit, and instead of taking the zipper completely out, I'm only going to take it about halfway out and sew in fabric on either side to make the measurement where it needs to be, and then re-sew the top half of the zipper, and hopefully that will work. And it won't be completely invisible anymore because of this, but the zipper itself is hidden beneath the bodice, so it's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. And then I finished the bodice, and it was too big. What? How does this happen? How? So instead of taking the whole thing apart, I took the sleeves off, and I opened the arm seam and just reached in and turned it inside out from there and took it in a little bit. And it's still a little big in some parts, and it wrinkles a little, but it's it's things that as the person who made it, I'm gonna notice, but other people I'm hoping aren't gonna notice. And if you do notice, just don't say anything about it, please. So that's that. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be finished before Dragon Con. I'm aware that there's 12 days till Dragon Con while I'm filming this video. I don't know when this video is gonna upload. It might be another 2 days from now. Who knows? But currently it's 12 days until then. So on Cinderella, all I have left to do is the zipper that I told you about, and then I ordered rhinestones off of Amazon that I'm gonna glue on to make it sparkle a little more. But I spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours today with these because the two smallest containers, of course it was the smallest ones and not the big ones that are easy to pick up. It's the two smallest ones. They were open and everywhere. And when I took them out of the bag over my ottoman, they just like spilled out everywhere. So I spent, nearly 2 hours going through and like picking out each one and hoping that I got them in the right size because I'm wearing my glasses and my glasses are like 2 prescriptions ago. So, but now I am working on my Green Arrow wig. I'm just giving her a brush out and I'm pinning the curls to reset them for a little bit and then letting them fall. This wig really needed some TLC and like a good wash because I wore it to Dragon Con a couple years ago. I think 2015, 16, 2016. Yeah. It's been about 3 years since I last went to Dragon Con, so I would say probably about 2016. But it was, hot because it's Atlanta and it's summer. So I wore this particular wig 2 days in a row and was hot and gross and sweaty. And like the underside back here got all matted and gross. And then I wore it to MegaCon in Orlando for, again, Green Arrow. But I was outside in line for an hour waiting for badge pickup because I was unaware that you could pick up your badges. Like have them mailed to you. The Dragon Con doesn't do that for good reason. But the reason that I am filming right now while doing all of this is because I want to scream about the Wheel of Time announcements. So the Amazon Prime Wheel of Time TV show announced the Two Rivers Folk casting decisions. And oh my God! Oh, they're amazing! I love them so much. I don't even know who these actors are. But some of them, when I saw them, I was like, wow, that's this person. That's the character. Holy shitballs. And so it turned out to be this really great thing. I've been talking with, Tumblr friends. We have our own fantasy castings. Obviously, any book series does that. Like you want to pretend that if your book series is getting a show or a movie, like who you think would best play the characters. So they announced who's playing, who Rosamund Pike is playing a couple of months ago. That was really great. And now you're going to have newcomers that I only vaguely have an idea who they are, which is really, really great. I think they're going to do wonderful. The first thing that I noticed about the announcements that I really appreciated is that each announcement, the photo that accompanied it was black and white. And that was a very subtle, amazing choice to make for this. It's a very clear sign that they're doing their best to make sure that it's going to be an all-inclusive, diverse cast, because after the breaking of the world, it's a very all-inclusive, diverse world. But the Two Rivers Folk are all described as tan, brown, shades of brown, real great. And then Rand is like a tall white dude with red hair. But I want to talk about Matt Cawthon. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before. Matt Cawthon is my favorite character. I know I've talked about making a video before about why he's my favorite character, and I'll get to that eventually. This right now is just an initial, oh my god, I'm so excited, moment. But the guy that they got to play him, I took one look at that photo and was like, holy shit balls. He's perfect. I think I even tweeted like something to that effect. But he, like, just looking at his eyes and the facial expression he's making in the photo that they shared, it's perfect. He's wonderful. I'm already in love with him. As an actor, I don't know this person at all. And I cannot be more excited at all. Oh, shit. I also cannot be more excited for the woman playing Nynaeve. I cannot wait to see her just tug her braid at someone. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so stinking excited. And I just really wanted to scream about it for a few minutes. But they announced not the entire Two Rivers folk, but the core. So Perrin, Matt, Rand, Nynaeve, and Egwene. And also, can we just talk about Egwene? Oh my god, she's perfect. She's amazing. She's beautiful. That jawline. Yo, like, I cannot wait to see fan art of her with the Turin Grill. I probably didn't pronounce that correctly, whatever. But in the battle at Tar Valon, where she's like standing outside the hole that's been blasted in the wall, and she's holding it up and she's going to battle for all the Aes Sedai. Like, and I probably didn't pronounce that correctly, whatever, don't at me. But I cannot wait to see her in that imagery, because like that's the first thing I thought of when I saw her photo, was that, oh my god, she's gonna be perfect in that role. And so excited. So excited, you guys. So yeah, just a quick update on, DragonCon, getting ready for DragonCon stuff, and just wanted to scream about Wheel of Time. If you liked the casting decisions, comment down below. Let me know what you liked about them. If you didn't like them, I mean, go ahead and tell me why you didn't like them, because I definitely want to hear differing opinions. Oh goodness. But I love how they're going about this, and I really think it's going to be a great show. I'm pretty stinking excited about it. So excited. But as always, just hang with me while I figure out what I'm doing. I don't upload to a schedule. It's sporadic as hell. DragonCon is coming up very soon. I will definitely be, if I don't make a YouTube video about it, it will definitely be on my Instagram. So if you want to follow along, follow on my Instagram. It's In the Pursuit of Books. And yeah, so holler. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Until next time, guys.